A friend of mine told me this once. She was on a dinner date with this guy at his home. Why are people going? I mean, maybe they knew each other. Never mind. I'm not going to judge.
Okay.
About 10 minutes into the dinner, her stomach was feeling weird and she needed to go to the toilet badly. She was embarrassed and left. Over the phone later on, she told him, and he said that she shouldn't worry and stuff like that happens. A second dinner date was arranged.
Okay.
During the second date, the exact same thing happened. However, this time, she was at the toilet and he knocked on the door and asked if he could come in. She was quite confused and shocked. She said no. And when she came out, there was some sort of argument for which I don't know the details. However, the end result was that he admitted having spiked her food with laxatives. Obviously, he had some odd fetish about this. Needless to say, a third date was not arranged.
We've already talked about stomach issues.
I know. I was like, let's wrap it up.
This would be my worst nightmare. Oh, no.
Yeah. That's bad.
Spiking someone's food?
What if they were allergic? Like, to a... Because isn't a laxative kind of like a medicine?
Yeah.
Like, what if you're allergic to medicine? Don't put anything in anyone's food.
No,
ever.
why are people doing this?
Bad.
Also, okay, it comes all back to the beginning with the foot. Okay, fetishes, I am so, like, if that's your thing,
yes,
go for it.
Yes.
Go for it to be your thing. You have to ask consent.
Yes. Agreed.
Yes, like, if that is your thing and you know that you want to go on something and like do that. Like if you're going on, I feel like usually if people want to like hook up or indulge in like fetish things, potentially, it might be like on Tinder. Like go on Tinder and say straight up, like, this is something that I'm into. Like, is this something that you would be willing to participate in?
Yeah.
Whatever. Like, you cannot just do this to people.
I agree. And I almost feel bad because I was thinking about people that have fetishes, because I think there's a difference between like a fetish and a kink.
Yes.
A kink is something you just like.
Yeah.
But a fetish is something that you need. Like, you cannot do...
I've never even thought about that.
I think that's what a fetish is. So I'm like, imagine if you had a fetish. Like, that would honestly kind of suck. If you had like a really weird fetish.
Something that like, that would be considered like shameful.
Yeah, but I honestly feel like, what's one fetish that if you told like an entire group of people, they wouldn't think it's weird?
Yeah.
Like, everyone judges people with fetishes so hard. So I was thinking about that. I'm like, dude, if I had that and I told my friends and everyone laughed at me, like, I would be so embarrassed. And I'm like, I honestly feel bad for people like that who are made fun of if they are a consenting adult doing whatever the heck they want with another consenting adult. So like, that's why I feel like the feet thing, I'm like, you know, it's not my thing. But if you're doing it between two consenting adults, and even like the bathroom shit, like, I can't imagine. But like, if this guy consented or asked the woman for consent and she gave it to him, I'd be like, go off.
Yeah.
But the fact that you're doing it without asking and just forcing it on someone else is the problem.
Yeah.
Anytime I feel like fetishes come up in like groups of people, I'm always just like, you know what? Like, to each their own.
It is.
Because I'm like, you never know, like, honestly, who's like listening.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, I think a lot of people don't know, like, in groups of friends, there are things that you're still going to keep private even from your best friends when it comes to like your relationships and what you're into. Like, that is something that like we don't talk about very often. I think there's some friend groups who might.
Yeah.
But like, I think that it always, like, it's just something that you have to let people kind of go their own way, as long as they're making sure that it's like appropriate, or not appropriate, but like consenting for the other person, and like that the other person is okay. That would terrify me. I wouldn't think twice because of like me and my stomach already hurting a lot of the time. Like, I would think twice when he asked to come into the bathroom.
Yeah.
Like,
I wouldn't think about it the first time it happened, but if it happened 2 times in a row, I'd be like, okay, I'm at this guy's house.
That's weird.
And I haven't gotten sick in so long, and now I'm sick 2 times in a row. I'd be like, that's scary.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't, I don't think I would be like, oh, he probably put laxatives in my food because he has a fetish.
Because who does that?
Yeah, like, that's, I'm glad it came out though, because she probably would have been wondering for so long.
No, she would have been terrified.
Yeah. Ugh, scary.
That is a scary one.
I think one of the reasons why I'm way more accepting, like, when I was younger, I also thought any fetish was like weird. And I'm like, ew, people are weird, blah, blah, blah. But then I started listening to this podcast called Other People's Lives. Ooh, it's so good.
Yeah.
You guys should listen to it if you're interested. But they basically interview a new person every week, and it's just someone with an interesting story. So it ranges from like people that were in New York City on 9/11 to like a clown fetish or something. Ooh. And you'd be like, ew, a clown fetish, like that's scary, weird, bad. But the people that are talking, they're just normal people. They're just like us, but they're like, I just get turned on by clowns. So I go on websites that connect me with other people that get turned on by clowns, and we do it together. And I'm like, okay, you know, I can't imagine, but like you're normal. Like you seem like a nice girl and you're an adult. So I'm like, YOLO. Like, do it.
Thank God for the internet.
I know.
Like, there's something out there for everyone, I really think.
I know. That's what I am glad. And I feel like now it's becoming more, not normal, but like people talk about it more.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was always seen as like a dirty secret.
Yeah.
And like I still think a lot of people keep it as a secret now, but only because of the way that other people will act towards them. Not necessarily because they want it to be a secret.
If I was into feet, I would never tell people. I don't think, at least. Well, I don't know though, because if I was actually into something that's like weird, in air quotes, I'm saying weird because I'm not judging people, but if I was into something like that, who knows, maybe you would feel like empowered by it. Like I really don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. It's so interesting to talk about. I love like hearing
that
about
is a good thing to talk about.